This is Classic FM.
You're back at Covent Garden in July.
Yes, for another Puccini.
Yeah, La Rondine.
I
was fascinated to read that you say this, for you, is one of the most difficult roles you've ever taken on. I mean, it's one that must be like an old friend now that you've sung it several times. Tell us a little bit about
not so much, not several times. No, it's a role you must be very careful, and not so many sopranos they sang on stage this role. Everybody's afraid to sing because it is a very difficult. I think it's one of the most difficult Puccini, more than Bohème and Tosca, because they have, of course, very heavy moment, but very soft. From the very beginning, you must think to the last note. You must have everything, like Traviata. Finally, I'm not dying at the end.
No, you get saved, yes.
Okay, everybody can imagine everything they want. And then Puccini, he wrote two types of endings, and I choose one I like. It was my very first also recording with Tony Pappano and Roberto Alagna. When I saw them for the first time, I said on my head, my first CD, it will be with him, and I was right. Yeah.
What's Magda like to play?
Oh, I think I was very lucky. You know, at the Opera House, first they wanted to do a new production of it was Adriana Lecouvreur first. And then I switched. I said, no, maybe it's good to have La Rondine first and then Adriana Lecouvreur. I was right, and thanks to everybody at the Opera House. And they did the production on my feelings, on my body. So it was the recording first and then the production at the Opera House. So we record and I did the production like, you know, it was like a fairy tale. It was, and it's still a bijou en français, like a jewel, really. The costumes, the stage, you know. And after this production, I said to myself, I need to take this production all over the world to see the production. First, it was at the Met, at the Metropolitan Opera House. And after Franco Zeffirelli is the only production when I saw the public, doesn't matter where, San Francisco, at the Met or another theater, the curtain opens and the applause, they are only for our costumes and for the staging. It's fantastic. And then we sing and we play.
Do you think Magda makes the right decision at the end?
Who knows? If you ask me today, I will tell you something. Tomorrow, I'll tell you something else. You know, women, we are not all the time. It's not exactly like Beaumarchais and Mozart. They said così fan tutte, so all the girls they do the same. It's not true, because we do the same because men's. We are never alone. Everybody has a different opinion each day because we are not the same in our soul. The life, the hard life, and also sometimes good life in a way, you know, when you have power, when you have a lot of success. So everything goes around you, you are not the same. Sometimes, even if you say, no, I'm not changing, I'm the same, it's not quite true. Sometimes your body and also, you know, your feelings, your taste, how many, so the cameraman, you are very young, maybe today you like, I don't know what type of music, I want to see you in 10 years if you have the same taste, and in your iPod you have the same music. You know, people, they change, and we must accept that we are going with our time. And then we try, in fact, what I try to be myself. That I try. Because when you are yourself, you convince people. I'm not trying to play also in a real life. I play enough on stage. I need to be different personage all the time. But in real life, it's not the same. So I try, of course, I am who I am on stage because I'm Gina, for example, for my family, for my friends, and vice versa. But one goes with the other one. So I'm like a package.
And are they two very different challenges then, in terms of there you are playing Magda on stage for several hours at the Opera House, and then at the Royal Festival Hall you're on stage singing a variety of different roles. So do you have a different approach to each event?
Yes, I have different approach. First of all, when you sing a different music, different composer, you know very well that you need to convince that the people in front of you. If you have a partner, if you have a different title of opera, you see, oh my God, now I need to sing Mozart. You take your style and attitude for Mozart. Now you sing Don Carlo. My God, for the first time, Don Carlo. Okay. And then you sing Traviata. Then you sing L'Amico Fritz or different repertoire. For a concert, it's much more difficult because you need to be different for few minutes. In everything you do, in your attitude, you say it's a different moment of the opera. The text is different, the music is different, the style, the composer, everything is different. It's much more difficult. And for your voice, because you are like ascensor, like a lift. Well, yeah. Till the end, because all the ends for all the concerts, people like to be more happy, more classic FM, classic, more crossover, with no offense. So we like also, because I like to dance, I like to have, I try, like always in my life, to convince classic world that nobody told me when I started for the first time, Angela, you must sing only Verdi, only Puccini. Or, no, today I like composers like Vangelis. Vangelis, he composed, for me, a huge, huge music. 1 hour of music we record, we film in Doha, in Qatar, a huge concert. Lights, sound, everything, it's amazing. So I like, and I have more and more composers who compose for me, maybe not only strict classic. I like also to have other kind of experience. And I still wait for new composers to have new music suitable for my voice.
Can I ask you, do you have music on your phone or on an iPod?
Of course, I'm crazy.
And has that have you changed what you listened to 10 years ago?
I still have, I adore jazz. I'm not so original, so I think all opera singers, they adore jazz. But I think I'm the type of artist that I want to be in time. I mean, to live with my time. I don't want to be ignorant. I want to know who is the best in pop music, in rap, in jazz, in whatever kind of music all over the world. I want to know who is the best. So the last one I heard only with pianoforte. I think he's from United States, Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I have on jazz Madeleine Peru or Gardot, and I like more and more Baroque music. So different, in different period. But I want to hear also who is the best in our time. I like Beyoncé, for example. In England you have lots of wonderful singers. I adore Paul McCartney, he wrote, I remember he wrote Requiem. He wrote, I think, a ballet, Bravo, 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 so he likes classic music. It's very strange. Pop singers, we want to go crossover. Pop,
want to go to classical,
and vice versa.
Yeah.
They want to. So I believe in good music, and in a personage, in an artist who convinced public. When after years and years, it's very good to arrive. You are good, or you have nice body, enough voice, but it's not enough to stay for a song, a few months, 1 year, 2 years. So after years and years, like in your country, Elton John or Tom Jones, I know he's not English, but doesn't matter. You consider like B. I mean, when I see a concert for your queen, when I saw the concert with beautiful voices you have, so chapeau, bravo. You have nice culture for good music.
Well, that's marvellous news to hear. Angela,
yeah.
We look forward to seeing you round and about all this summer at the Royal Festival Hall and at Covent Garden, the Royal Opera House.
Yeah, I'm glad to be there.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, see you there.
Thank you.
See you.